everyone. Thank you so much and welcome back. It is just a highlight of my day, of my life to share these messages with you. You guys know how we start. If you have not already made your wish, please do so on the candle. I'm going to close my eyes. All right, I made my wish. You guys, this candle burns for you, my subscribers, every day. I have enjoyed meeting you out at the park for the walks. We have more of that coming this week, but I received a letter that really touched my heart, and I have a very powerful message to share with you today. I'm going to get into the letter in just a moment, but before that, I cannot stress it enough. You guys who've been with me for a while, you know that I have over 30 videos on this channel that specifically deal with self-worth and your value. I'm telling you right now, if you don't know your value, be clear. Let us all be on the same page. It will be assigned to you. Life will assign your value. People will assign your value. So you guys lean in, lean into this Ask Sheila segment very closely. I feel in my heart of hearts that a lot of folks will be healed and set free by this message today. So let's dive right on into the note, which was written by Signed Upside Down. Okay, dear Sheila, thank you for reading my note. I am at a place in my life where I feel like my life has been turned upside down. My partner of 16 years decided to move on. We shared a large group of friends, and the majority have moved on with him in his new relationship. I was let go of from my job a year ago when the company downsized. Sheila, I promise you, I was it. I was it for years. I was number one in my relationship. I was number one in my career. I feel so devalued. This man made me feel as though the sun rose and set on me daily. At some points, I literally felt this will never, ever end. I was doing so well in my career at one point, I purchased a home cash. I'm literally watching my life slip away into the abyss. I feel worthless and used up. Please help. Any words of encouragement. Signed, Upside Down. So, Upside Down, I thank you. I'm sorry for what you are going through. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for writing in, because I feel I'm answering your letter, Mr. Upside Down, specifically, but I feel that so many people need this message and can benefit from this message. I cannot stress it enough. In all that you do, in your living, in your loving, in your dating, building a career, raising your children, if you don't stay connected to your value, you'll hear me say it again and again, it will be assigned for you. And that is dangerous. I want to tell you, upside down, listening closely, and everyone else who's watching the video, I want to tell you why it is so dangerous. Because 9.9 times out of 10, when people are left to assign your value, they get it wrong. And they get it wrong because value in the lives that we lead the world over, value, and hear this, is programmed. Value is programmed into people. What people deem worthy, oftentimes what people draw in, what they're attracted to, what have you. Value is heavily programmed. And when you understand that deeply, it is a game changer. This starts early. Little girls are taught, be nice, be kind. Wear pink. Little boys, their value system is shaped very early. Be athletic, be big. That's the value system. And people, when you hear that and grow up with that day in and day out, how can it not shape how you see the world? What stamp you give to worthy, what stamp you give to unworthy? I tell my daughter Sophie, baby, be nice, be kind, but be fierce. Be fierce. And more important than that, be all of who you are. And God willing, I hope to bring her further and further into that life messaging as she evolves. I have taken a walk with so many people over the years who have fallen into this trap of allowing others to assign their value. And I want you to listen in to this very closely, Mr. Upside Down, because I think that this is exactly what you have done. And it's one thing to feel like, what, I've had a hit with my job, I've had a hit with my relationship. But what you said is you think that your life, you feel like it's sliding into the abyss. And heavily and connected to that feeling is what you're telling yourself day in and day out. You have no value. You are worthless. And when you feel that way, it is very difficult to leverage the kind of confidence and the kind of energy that you need to power your life forward. Some time ago, I worked with a woman. These are her words, not mine. She said, Sheila, I basically was a trophy wife for many years, and I got older, and he traded me in for what he thought was a new and improved model. And shortly after that, she really fell into mental disrepair. Very, very sad story. Lost a lot of traction, a lot of time because she went into agreement with the value he assigned to her. You are valuable because you're a size 6. You are valuable because you stand next to me and you make me look good. That is your value, a summation of your value and worth. And when he was gone, she was really reaching, grabbing for straws, fell into despair and depression. And although this story has a happy ending, there's a sadness to that happy ending. Um, I get a postcard from her 2, 3 years later, and she's remarried, found a lovely guy. She was like, I'm so, there's a spark, there's a light in my life again, and I'm just happy for her. Sent her a little gift card, all that good stuff. But I couldn't help thinking, wow. And the couple years you lost in between until this new one showed up, you didn't have to lose that time, but you were not connected, deeply connected to your value, folks. I cannot stress it enough. There is one, there is only one that assigns my value. And I invite you to step into the same mental framing, and that is the creator of all creation. And I think about the power of Psalm 139, verse 14. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. That is your value. That is your worth. It didn't say you are made with question marks behind you. It didn't say you are made to allow other people with 2 legs to assign your value. It said you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And when you understand that, it is a game changer. I know a young man, lovely, near and dear to my heart, and falls into just states of sadness and despondency for days when a relationship does not work out because you allowed someone to step into your life. And it's really sad to see it when it happens. To allow someone to step in your life and announce, because I'm here, Now you can be happy. Now you can smile. Now you have some worth. Now you get to be excited about life. It is so it is so dangerous. I will go back to what I said, because what it leaves you in the position of being a puppet, literally being a puppet on a string. And I'm so passionate about this work and have such compassion with the people, some of the people that I cross paths with, because I was there. I've taken that walk. I have been the sad woman, the disempowered woman, the disconnected woman who, woe is me, this relationship went belly up, so it means I can't be happy. It means I have to sit here. At the time when I was really deep into this, I have to sit here and in my apartment and just be depressed over it. And I will tell you, I went through a point in life where I literally, and I think a lot of you can relate to this, where you just get sick of yourself. I was just so damn tired of being so damn tired. And I will tell you, as I have done throughout my life, it was a turning point. It is the underbelly of all my work and all that I do. I went into prayer, and my prayer was focused and it was singular. Father, this is not the life I want for myself. Please teach me. Teach me from the inside out how to love myself. And what I know in my heart of hearts, beyond a shadow of a doubt, this I say to you on a soul level: there is not a prayer that you can pray for growth and development. All of those prayers for growth and development and coming further into your divinity, those babies get answered real quick, real fast. And I will tell you, in my spirit, the response came lightning speed, and 7 words. 7 words set me free, set my life on a new course. And these are words that play themselves out frequently in my life. You all know how I roll. I play a big game out here. I'm growing spiritually, mentally, growing my business, my family, in all areas. So when you're playing a bigger game, disappointment will come, hurt will come, rejection will come, doors will close. And those doors have to close to get to the ones, the right ones, that are going to open. And those 7 words are, I'm sorry you don't see the value. I'm going to repeat that again. I am sorry you don't see the value. You guys, those are the magic words. Those are the magic words. And as I live and breathe, it is a mindset. It is a mindset that they're not just words for me. I live and breathe those words as I need to. That is my response to disappointment. That is my response to rejection. That is my response for the circumstances, for the folks who do not see the value. I'm sorry you don't see the value. And in my heart and in my mind, I know 100% of the time, I see the value very clearly. I see it clearly. And furthermore, beyond that, and I say this to you, Mr. Upside Down, and I say it to everyone who's listening, it is not your business. It is not your business. Once it has been clearly established that someone does not see your value, they don't recognize and respect that, it is not your business to jump inside that energy, to try to interpret it, try to figure it out. We walk out here, we are doing our best, putting our best foot forward, again, whether it's in our business, whether it's in our life, cultivating, growing, and as much as you can. Everyone is not going to connect to your value. And a huge mistake that people make is getting all in that mix, taking that energy on, and then you kind of sink into this sad and despondent, disconnected state. And the problem with that is you lose time. The problem with that, again, is you lose time. You guys, it's finite out here. We're not working on an infinite timetable. How much time do you really have? I'm not saying don't learn. You know, as I've said in all of my videos, rejection often has lessons to teach us. You guys take the lessons. If there's something to be gained, learn, tweak, make your adjustments, make your corrections, and move on. And move on, and knowing that I'm sorry you don't see the value. Okay, inside of myself, I see it very clearly. Well, Sheila, isn't that cocky? That is not cocky. That is confident. And that is the confidence that is required out here to move your life forward. You guys, I've seen it. I know you've seen it. I've lived it. I'm not going to say that there's not positivity. There is. There's beautiful people. It's a wonderful world. But you and I both know, if we're just being honest, there is so much negativity to cut through that if you don't have the mindset, if you have not positioned yourself, much of what I do is cultivating mindset on this channel. Get you in the mindset, because that's the ammo. Okay, it's one thing to be, a relationship doesn't work out. Okay, I'm to spend 6 months or a year in a cave grieving. That's one response. It's another thing to say, you know what? As my grandfatherhood so beautiful say, you know, let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. I'm sorry you don't see the value, and we free ourselves up to get in company of I call it the like-minded vibration. It's the like-minded vibration. You have no business trying to be in the company of anyone who does not recognize, respect, and receive your value. Why am I so passionate about this? Why do you hear me talk about this all the time? Because it sets the stage for what I've railed against all of my career: degradation. It's an open door. You know, a lot of people say, Sheila, I don't understand. This relationship isn't working out, this, that, and the other. Because you're in the presence of someone who doesn't see or recognize your value. Nothing good can come of it. Nothing good can come of it. And I will tell you, the more clear you become, the higher your vibration, and you connect with people and you connect with opportunities of a like-minded, of a similar vibration. And when that recognition is there, you know, I see you. I see your worth. I see your value. Then you can boot, scoot, and boogie. Things happen. And I will relate this to, again, raising your children, your professional career, your personal life, what have you. You don't need to be in the company of circumstances or people where your value is not recognized, because it's bad things. Bad things are going to happen, guys. And that's really what this work is about. And that is what I work so hard to prevent. I want to get you in the advantage position. I want to get you in the advantage position across the board. And I want to say that your value, you know, your value stands alone. It stands alone, whether or not someone would recognize it or they don't. It doesn't take away the power of your value. I had the blessing 3 times. I've been to this beautiful island in Vieques. You know, they say that there's 7 wonders of the world. Vieques is not on that list, but I feel it should be. It's an island in Puerto Rico, and I've told you guys a little bit about my relationship with Viacus before. I took a solo journey. I was on my own for 14 years as in single, and during that time, I had so many people who really tried to devalue me because I did not have a partner. I remember on my 35th birthday, my grandmother, my own grandmother, God bless her, called me up to give me a pep talk. Basically, just, it's okay, prepare yourself, you're going to be alone. It didn't work out for you. And that was my grandmother, so I was respectful. I listened to her, and I hung up the phone, and I'm like, I just shook my head, and I booked a trip for my birthday celebration to Vieques. And I have to say, those years, it was those years of being single that really taught me how to love and value myself. I lived alone, I traveled alone, and I grew into a very deep spirit of worthiness and gratitude. And I have to tell you, the first time that I stood on this beach, white sand, wild horses, um, roaming, the water, this blue green. And when I tell you it took my breath away, there was a moment there where I literally could not breathe. It was so beautiful. And that island and that beauty, I wish everyone on the planet could see it. But whether or not everyone sees it, the value and the beauty stand alone. It stands alone. It doesn't need the stamp from me. It doesn't need the stamp from you. It doesn't need the stamp for anyone. It's stamped and approved and beautiful and valuable and worthy by the hand of God, because God put it there and God says it is. So you guys, this message, if you sit with it, I've got my tea, I've got my green tea here. I myself, I'm going to sit with the message a little bit longer today, because it's one that is worthy of seeping into your soul, because when the circumstances meet you, and I'll say again, if you're playing a bigger game out here, a lot of you want more growth in the area of finances, or, career, relationship, what have you. If you're playing a bigger game in terms of your own life growth and development, there will be disappointment, there will be rejection, doors will close. And if you allow people to hijack your value, you're going to be in a world of hurt. I put the words out here again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you don't see the value. I'm stepping on, I'm sliding and gliding. Not my business. I say a prayer for you. Maybe the Lord will open your eyes to value soon. I'm not sure, but you go. You can have humor with it. You can play with this stylistically, put your own style into your mindset. But let's get prepared out here. Let's get in the mindset. Let's get in the success mindset, guys. I love bringing you these messages. If you are enjoying the channel, please do subscribe. Share the news of the channel with your friends. I'll be coming back at you. Let's make a final wish. All right, I made my wish. I will see you guys soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.